Uh, Before we dive into the latest episode of Blue Bloods, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. As a cinephile who's been following Blue Bloods since its debut, I must say that the latest episode, Gray Areas, left me feeling a bit underwhelmed. It was like attending a family reunion where everyone seemed to have had an uneventful week, even though we all know that isn't true. The conversation at the Reagan family dinner in this episode might leave you feeling underwhelmed, as it's revealed that Gray Areas is one of the final episodes of the series. With news of Blue Blood's cancellation, this episode stands as the penultimate installment. Uh, Among various plot lines, Frank's ongoing struggle with Mayor Chase, who pushes for the governor to deploy the National Guard in New York City to combat crime, is particularly noteworthy. However, Frank finds himself at odds with the mayor, struggling to convince him that this move would undermine the NYPD. A typical gathering of the Blue Bloods family, they share their recent experiences and brainstorm ways to tackle an issue presented by the mayor's plan. The dynamics resemble those seen in some of the show's most compelling episodes, yet this narrative, along with others, doesn't offer much hint about the finale, leaving viewers as clueless about the outcome as they were before viewing Gray Areas. The Reagans say their week has been uneventful in Blue Blood Season 14, Episode 16. They're right that nothing special happened. The episode's portrayal of the family's quiet week is unusual, given that as much happened to them in this episode as in any other. However, since most of their cases resemble problems they've dealt with before, there wasn't much new ground to cover. This unexpected silence, despite the eventful nature of the episode, suggests that the Reagan stories were following familiar patterns this time around. In their respective investigations, Danny and Bays were probing the murder of an MMA fighter, while Aaron was examining a Star Law student accused of drug dealing. With some of those typical cases, nothing out of the ordinary. It's not nothing out of that. However, Jamie and Eddie's attempts to shield the Dio from the fallout of smoking marijuana at a charity event could potentially have sparked some intriguing conversations, but these discussions seemed to be few and far between among the Reagans, and it would be a similar time that the thing of the lenient status, it was a solid episode, but nothing more. In essence, Gray Areas felt more like an ordinary episode overall, but given it's the third to last installment of the series, expectations were higher for plot advancements leading to the final episode. Unfortunately, not much progress was made in any storyline other than Frank's mission to rescue Mayor Chase, which itself was rather understated. It's particularly unfortunate that the developing storyline about Jamie and Eddie planning a family was largely ignored, as it could have added depth to their characters given the revelation that the Dio is trying to support his late partner's son. In season 9, the TV show Blue Bloods failed to give adequate screen time to Jamie and Eddie's wedding, which was merely shown in the closing moments of a typical episode, in which it was this was a letdown for fans eagerly anticipating this significant development in the relationship. Moreover, since the 11th episode of season 14, There has been no mention of Jamie and Eddie's family planning decisions, hinting that the series may continue with its usual storylines until the last moments of the final episode. This, with just 2 episodes left in the series run of Blue Bloods, the show has a lot of ground covered to tie up various storylines. And at this point, details about the finale are scarce, but it's been confirmed that characters Jack and Nikki will be making a comeback. It seems Jamie and Eddie's journey towards starting a family may culminate in a pregnancy before the series ends. The police procedural aspect of Blue Bloods is also working to reunite Aaron and Jack and give Danny and Baez an opportunity to confess their feelings for each other. Um, um, in simpler terms, it seems that the TV show Blue Bloods is planning to conclude with the entire family working on a joint case, possibly linked to Mayor Chase, as Frank takes on one final mission to save him. Ideally, this major storyline will start in the second to last episode, instead of having another typical episode in between gray areas and the series finale. Uh, Given that time is running out and there's still much left to resolve, it's crucial for Blue Bloods not to waste any more time with an ordinary episode at this point. And this, and on a lighter note, I guess you could say that the Reagan's uneventful week was a gray area in more ways than one. Uh, with that said, thanks for having watching, and until next time.